everyone. What we're gonna present you guys today is about school textbook and the history question. So what I mean by saying history question here is basically the question about like historical sort of problem in textbook, and we're gonna focus on the school textbook screening system in Japan. So here's the index. I'm gonna introduce shortly what is the school textbook screening system, and later Yuta is gonna explain to you position and argument, and Nami is gonna present you our actual action, what we did, and Shiori is gonna conclude the presentation. So as an introduction, so as you guys have had experience in the past, in elementary school and junior high and high school, we must use textbook as a primary resources. And Ministry of Education, Culture, Sports, Science and Technology, like basically Mon Kagakusho in Japanese, screen the textbook, and about every 4 years they do the screening, and each school board in each region choose a textbook that they use in their region. And so I've got one question for you. Sorry.
You guys all right?
Yes.
Nice.
I'm nervous. Yes, this is my question. So have you ever seen or have you ever heard of this kind of news? I'm pretty sure all of you guys have seen this kind of all of them. Sort of. Nobody. Alright? Okay. So, and I'm pretty sure you guys know about this controversial arguments over the screening and who does it or what kind of screening they are doing. So we are like, is this really like thing to do? Maybe we should look into this. And Yuta is gonna explain the detail.
So, from these facts, the system has been criticized because it is secret who choose and decide the textbook, and also we can't know what was discussed in the screening meeting, or the process is private, and no document about the meeting is available. Even in our areas, like at each school board level, we can get into touch. So some people say the Mon Kagakusho or the government could change or even hide a fact which will be disadvantage to them on purpose. And also teachers can choose, but to teach students is a job of teachers. So teachers know the most about the students, so they should choose the textbook. But on the other hand, some people say it is necessary to keep and improve the quality of education, so they say it is important. And they say the system can guarantee that all students can have equal opportunities to study the same things. And they claim that proper contents and neutrality of education are maintained thanks to the system. But we think the screening system should be scrapped or amended because its process is very unclear. So who choose and what the standard to choose is very vague, and we can't know. We can't know from the school board as well. And we think there is a possibility of brainwashing. Under this system, the next or the government could control the information, like they can hide fact, like he showed, like as he showed. For these reasons, we are against the screening system. Then we wanted to make it clear how the textbooks are chosen in our areas.
Okay, so I'm going to talk about action. So we contacted with University School Board. We have 4 questions. Like who choose or who decide our textbook, and when or how often do they do like screening, textbook screening, and what is the university's position, and what is the standard like to choose our textbook. And first, we emailed University School Board, but they just put the PDF file, and it is like basic and poor information. They didn't answer our 4 questions, so I made a phone call. The young lady first answered the phone call, and she said, like, at first, like, Goto-san replied our email, and she said, like, Goto-san was out, and she didn't know, like, when he came back to the office. So I emailed him again, and finally I got a phone call from Goto-san. And, yeah, and he answered about every 4 years. Like they do like textbook screening, and like experts who have not participated in the screening process before, that person like choose our textbook, and that's it. Sorry, and so they didn't answer like it's not allowed to express university's position, and they didn't answer like no standards indicated. So our complaint against the school board, they did not answer our question and did not take our opinion seriously, and they shut out our further contacts because he said like it's the last phone call. Don't email us or don't make a phone call again. If you want to do that, please do proper step. Yeah. So it's undemocratic.
Okay, lastly, I would like to conclude our presentation. At first, our position to the school textbook screening system is that it should be amended or scrapped. The system of the screening system is unclear. As, for example, as Yuta mentioned, there's no documents for the screening system, and that means that we don't know who choose that textbooks and why that person choose that for. And also, as Nami mentioned, as Yuta mentioned, going back, the textbooks that are given permissions to use in schools include what the government thinks right, and that information given may be biased. And also, as Nami mentioned, there is no access for us to the school board or to the government. And for general citizens, we can't get the information what we want. And wait, I'm really nervous right now. Okay, and the school board who are doing a screening system is doing it because they are told to do it from the government, and they don't have their own position against the screening system, and the system is headless, which means that everyone involved in the system insists that they're not responsible for it. And as a member of society, each of us have the right to get information of what we are concerned about. Otherwise, our distrust against the government or the local school board will keep on increasing. And lastly, we're not saying that the school textbook screening system, everything about that is wrong. We just want the information being available for us equally to everyone who are concerned about it, and why the screening system is for. Thank you for listening.